Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be doing a review of the NXT show Heatwave 2025 that took place over the weekend. Again, I know, just like with the Forbidden Door, this one's just as late as that. Again, it happened over the weekend. I was away, I was doing stuff. So we're getting to it now, because I have some thoughts about this show that I'd like to talk about. Starting with Lola Vice defeating Jada Parka and Kalani Jordan for the number one contendership to the NXT Women's Championship. Great start to the show. From the first second, activity was really good, and the women keep that to the finish. The energy was really high for all these women here. Everyone showed up to a good level. Kalani Jordan was a bit better than the other women throughout this match. She had more interesting spots. Her and Lola Vice are very definitely ready for the main roster. The match also had a great crowd, which all of them played to. Very solid showing that only shows how passionate the women are in WWE. I enjoyed this match a lot. Again, good showcase for the NXT women that are still in good hands despite the loss of Julia and Stephanie Vakir. And then Lola Vice gets the challenge for the Women's Championship in a future date. That's cool. Next up, we have Dark State defeating Hank and Tank to become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. This was a chaotic, energetic tag match that over-delivered on low expectations, but ultimately felt better suited for television than a premium live event. Not much stood out about the wrestling. It was fine, and they kept things moving along. Dark State win due to the numbers advantage and then other champions. Yeah, that's cool. Listen, I want to like Dark State. I really do. It's so clear what they're trying to do with it. Not like trying to recreate the Shield exactly, but it's like, you know, look at this force, bro. All four guys are gonna go on to become mega superstars in their own right. And this is the launching point, you know. So, it's just funny. Because it's like, we don't know about that, man. I know you're gearing them up for that, but we don't know about that. I did like Shaquan Sugars, and that's about it from the group. Hank and Take's tag team title reign was pretty mid. Gotta be honest, man. I mean, the whole division is kind of in a fucked state ever since Fraxium left. Those guys were really holding it down. So, you know, but I'm glad they got the belts. They held it for way longer than I thought they would. Good 4-month title reign. Not much to say. I don't know what the future for Hank and Tank really holds, honestly. I don't see them actually ever. I hope they do. I hope they do go on to become main roster guys, but Jesus Christ, I really don't see them, like, panning out. I think they're going to get, like, Duke Hudson, and they're just going to get fucking released sometime soon here, so I hope that doesn't happen. I hope these guys keep them around. I would just keep these guys around, too. I like them. They're fun. They're good crowd hype energy. They're good for hyping up the crowd, which is a valuable asset in my locker room, if you're asking me. Next up, the women's triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts Championship. JC Jane defending against Ash by Elegance and Masha Slamovich. And Ash by Elegance comes out on top. Holy shit, dude. She finally wins a fucking singles title. Wow. This was a good women's triple threat match. The activity was lower than the first one we saw on tonight, but it was still on a good level. There were a few interesting spots here. JC Jane was 100% the MVP of this match. She was everywhere. She was taking all the bumps, doing all the things, which was really cool. Masha really wasn't given a chance to act like the machine that she really is. And despite being happy for Dana, like I am happy for Dana Brooke, she's worked hard. She is a hard worker. I have to give it to her, man. Like those 2019 main event dates when she was putting on like bangers with Sarah Logan, bro. Like that really turned my perspective on around her a lot. But the booking even just within TNA's roster, like, I don't know if that's who I'd want to put it on right now. Especially, like, holding all the gold, because Heather and M by Elegance now also hold the Knockouts Tag Team titles, so... I was just confused, and, you know, I probably would have had JC Jane hold it a bit longer, but... That's fine. Obviously, they're teasing a bit more of a breakup between Fatal Influence, which, sure, I'm excited for that. I really am. Also, fuck me, bro. The interference was really crazy and it made no sense for the referee to eject just some of the people on the outside. What? Why? Why are you ejecting people in a women's triple threat match? It's no DQ. Sitting here now recording it makes me sound like a fucking absolute cellar dweller, just being like, oh, why didn't this happen? Why didn't you do it like this? But it's continuity, man. Come on, you don't fucking... I can't sit here and just complain about continuity. I can't sit here in my room just complain about the continuity of my wrestling. What I want out of it. Come on, guys. What the fuck? Blake Monroe versus Jordan Grace. This was a really good match here. This was a fantastic, hard-hitting match. A lot of chemistry between both these two women, and the character work here was exceptional. Both of them took a big beating throughout the match, and the psychology involved in their decisions was really, really good. I just kind of I look forward to seeing both men. I look forward to seeing more from both of these women. Um, I thought the feud going into this was a bit shite. I don't know why we're just taking we're just picking low hanging fruit here with the fact that Jordan Gray used to be a bit fat. I don't know what the word is. Round. I don't know what the word would be. But yeah, that was the kind of the whole angle of it, and yeah. Um, but aside from that though, god damn, both these women are gonna be like fucking NXT Women's Champ or just a Women's Champ one day. I guarantee you, man. Blake Monroe is still proving herself to be really, really good. I think a lot of people had their doubts as soon as she moved to NXT that she would still be able to put on the kind of performances that she did in AEW, but seemingly she has, man. Like I think this match shut up a lot of critics of hers. Again, despite the fact that the feud was kind of dog shit all throughout, like this was a good match. It proved that when they get given the platform they should be given, that they can perform on the best level. So I look forward to seeing her more. I look forward to seeing Jordan Grace more. Again, she is going to be NXT Women's Champion eventually one day. She kind of has to be in this division. I know, I'm sorry. No offense to any other woman. Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, Lil Vice are all great, but she will be NXT Women's Champion one day. I promise you. Up next, fuck's sakes. Up next, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page defeated Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele. Okay, this was a fun mixed tag match. Chelsea and Ethan really got to shine throughout here. I love the character work that both these guys are really putting together, and it's, this isn't just a nationality bias here. I love both of the work that they're actually putting on throughout. I feel like it's weird that they would book this match at all, given how green Tyra is and how Tavion is good, but hasn't really been able to get that connection with the audience yet, despite how, the layup it is to be pro-America in Orlando. In wrestling terms, this match was probably the worst on the show, but it was entertaining enough to make this a very interesting match itself. Again, Chelsea and Ethan in this were so good, and Tavion and Tyra in the show with some great comebacks, so not too much to complain about this one specifically, but I just don't know how again, not with Tyra myself, not to make blatant comparisons obviously, but this feels like kind of a Gable Stevenson thing again, where you're an Olympic wrestler, and we're trying so hard to get these Olympic wrestlers to shine. We're giving them every opportunity we can to get them to shine. Dude, Tyra May is still losing matches on Evolve, and here she is getting an NXT pay-per-view slot. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know how I feel about that. And I feel like, partially why it's hard for, these Olympic wrestlers to connect so much with the audience is because they don't have that organic come-up. And it's for shit like this. When Gable Stevenson had that pay-per-view match with Baron Corbin, we all shit on it because, what the fuck? You just came out of nowhere. Now you're getting a pay-per-view match? It's got to be more organic than this. I get it. Pro-America. You want to do it, Oh, fuck the Canadians. I get it. But, dude, it's just it doesn't help the wrestler. It puts him in such an awkward spot. It is fine though. They won anyways. I mean, they lost. The Canadians won, so that's cool. That's my goats right there. Ethan Page, #1 champion on NXT right now. Yeah, it was a fine match. Main event: Obafemi versus Javon Evans, and what a banger, dude! From the start of the show, they showed a great level in almost all. The fuck did I write here? So this was your typical David versus Goliath fight, which is NXT somehow is always able to put on the best of those. When Oba dominating most of the time. Evans made good comebacks here and there. The false finishes with the match were really crazy, and obviously Oba throwing Javon over the ring ropes through the announce table was fucking awesome. The crowd went so insane for that spot, which is cool. It was obviously the highlight of the match and one of the craziest spots WWE's put on this year. And then Obafemi wins to retain. This match kicked ass, dude. I love it. I love Javon Evans a lot. He might be my favorite on the NXT roster right now. I'm just trying to think who else is putting on no one else is putting on actual TV bangers that are must see every single week aside from Javon Evans every time he wrestles. This was awesome. I hope to see him become the next Kofi Kingston, I hope he has a really solid upper mid-card career that eventually gets rewarded with a world title reign. It could be 2 months, but I still think given enough time you could actually build up to that properly. And of course Obafemi is the GOAT. Come on, dude. Like, this guy's gonna hold it forever. I guess not now that Ricky Starks, Saints, came out and interrupted him after. So I guess he's gonna be able the next one to get a title shot. Which I think is fine. You know, I saw people kind of complain about that. It's like, oh, you know, he's ice cold. He's whatever, dude. Dude, who else is on this NXT roster that's gonna fucking look at the list of names I just talked about? The show. There were no one else even had a singles match. No other dude had a singles match. People on this show, like, this was a, and this is a big knock against NXT right now, is that there's so much lack of star power. The male singles roster is so shallow right now. Like, you had the team of Dark State and Hank and Tank. You had Ethan Page. You had Tavion Heights, and then you have this main event of Javon Evans and Obafemi. No one else is here. No one else is here that's gonna challenge for this belt, dude. It's gonna be Ricky Saints. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not gonna be Ridge Holland. Obviously, isn't gonna be Obafemi. Won't be any of the TNA guys. Like, this is who we got, and this is what we're gonna do. So, I ain't got no problems with that. Honestly, I still like Ricky Saints. Again, I think he won't reach anything higher than the mid card, which is, you know, I don't think he's gonna reach any higher than where he did in AEW. You know, where he just comes like he challenges for mid card titles. That's fine. I think a lot of the hate really does stem from the fact that his time in AEW kind of ended poorly. Because I remember a time, 2023 NXT, 2023 Ricky Starks, man. This guy was like, the people were like, oh, this next guy. This next guy you need to put the belt on. This next guy I think can be world champion. And then he leaves AEW and then he becomes like, oh, this guy's fucking shit, dude. Get this guy out of here, bro. Whatever, that's a side tangent for another time. This match was good. The event itself was good, actually. It's so funny, man, because, like, there's no one on this show that's, like, aside from the women, there's no fucking star power. This show is still so good, bro. How is this, how does this happen? This is a good showing. I just don't get it. It's insane. Because, like, as much as I don't like watching, you know, weekly NXT anymore, I don't think it has like the momentum it had in like 2023 or 2024. But especially, you know, the rebrand hasn't done as much good for me as I thought it would have. But still, dude, these pay-per-views that they're putting on are still really, really excellent and are worth watching. So yeah, I would recommend that you watch this show. Good stuff here. All right. And that's going to do it for me, you know? Like, that's good. That's it. That's all I got to talk about here. I will see you guys in the next one. If you let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, do whatever. I will see you guys in the next video. That'll be all from me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.